It sucks.
Like in general?
Hey man, that's gonna make some good content.
How many siblings do you have?
I have one sibling.
She's a
so
dance
it's
dog.
really-
Georgia.
Oh, I met her.
worse.
I met her.
Yeah, you did mean say yeah.
Actually, when she sees me around campus, she always says hi.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she's a girl. I can see why you're not the favorite.
I don't want to be like talking at Jonah because like Jonah's gonna be talking and we'll be like, oh my god, yeah, run! Look at that.
Okay. Jonah Talk.
Welcome back to Occasion Vacation.
Yeah.
The serious podcast.
The serious podcast. Funny and okay. I went and saw my mom today in Milledgeville, right? She asked us she's like, why'd y'all change the name? And I was like, so are y'all just not funny anymore? And I was like,
Yes, mom.
I was like, yeah,
yes,
we're just,
Mom.
yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But we're here with Jonah Jones.
Howdy.
That's Jonah Jones.
I am him.
Guys, yeah.
He is him.
I'm
He's,
not.
he's Jonah.
he is him.
I'm Jonah.
So you asked us a question earlier, right?
Yeah, I was wondering why y'all were called interdimensional bingo for a second. So
Yeah. You want to know where that came from?
yeah, like how did that happen?
I honestly.
That was such a... I know where that came from.
Was it from the Game Grumps thing?
Yeah, it was, but it also was from like a 5 a.m. Like it was so long.
Some kind of.
We
Minecraft
stayed up
stuff.
so late playing Minecraft. We got literally delusional and like
It's always Minecraft.
it was just one of those nights where we were like, man, my grandson's a warlock or something, or
Yeah,
just
well,
like,
it started
off
off
as like a riff of like a Game Grumps bit,
Yeah.
and then we were just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna roll with it,
And we just made it our own thing.
like
kinda.
old ladies in like an interdimensional bingo hall or something.
Mhm. So we had a group chat
So
named
dumb.
that for a while, actually.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then we were trying to think of a name. We had another name that Kason came up with.
What was the other
That
name?
was Vocal Chameleon.
Yeah, that's the band name though.
We want to name
That's the
the
cover
band that,
band.
just
Okay.
kind of like as a joke.
Nice.
Just because it's just kind of goofy. But then we thought about interdimensional bingo again, and we were like, that's the one. Did we have any other names before that?
No, I think it was just always
We just
that
went
one.
for it?
We were just like that one's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to remember that. Wow, throwback. That's been a year and a half now.
Oh my god, it has been.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a while.
Have I even known you for a year and a half?
No.
Oh.
I
Didn't think so.
I think I knew
Our
about you.
podcast is older than y'all's friendship. Let's
Yeah.
go.
That's crazy. Oh, yeah, because I remember the first time that I had heard about you was from Natalie. And then...
Oh, you heard.
Yeah.
What you hear?
And then I finally met you on her birthday. And
Oh yeah.
you and
that
all your
was it.
friends were super nice.
Thanks.
So I remember that. Because I was kind of nervous because I didn't know any other guys going.
Yeah.
Except, I knew Toby, but I didn't know Toby.
That guy.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
I knew him, but that was it. Wait, was David there?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So
David
I knew
was there.
Right, yeah.
I didn't know any of those guys. That's why Natalie told me to bring friends, and I was like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you left early or something.
I did leave early.
Yeah.
I went home because I had an invite from some high school friends that I really wish I had not taken that invite and stayed with you guys. But
Dang.
it's okay. I was not prepared. I didn't bring anything to stay with,
Yeah.
and I didn't really know what was going on. But I do wish I had stayed. But
Should have.
I don't know.
Oh well.
Too late now.
Hey man, it all worked out.
I met you on a couch. On one of these couches. Actually.
That was weird.
That was a nightmare, dude.
I
That
met
was a
you on a
nightmare.
couch.
No, it was because
It's hot as hell in this funky ass
it was because when I moved here, my apartment, the air conditioner wouldn't work, and it was 95 degrees in the summer. And what else was wrong with it? It smelled like weed, so that was another thing.
I get weed smell all the time. So
Yeah.
I know how that is.
Yeah, and then technically my lease hadn't started yet, but I was like camping out in my apartment, and I didn't want my apartment complex to find out that I was there early because they charge you like
So you couldn't do a
$150.
maintenance
Hey yo, he
Yeah,
hasn't
yeah.
to live here yet.
So,
Like,
I think Connor and I, what do we do? Do we like go downtown something? And then you were like, you can stay here. I was like, are you sure? I don't know what happened.
I can't remember. I think we were at a FICAT thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's
then,
definitely was-
And then I just slept on your couch and
Yeah.
you walked in the door and I was like,
Hey.
hey.
I was like, hey, my friend's standing on the couch. He's like, okay. Woke up the next day. Like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, it
Hey,
happens. It's college.
Man. Yeah.
I
It was okay.
understand.
That was fun.
I
It's how
appreciate
it
you for
goes.
that though. Thanks
You're
again.
welcome. It's what friends are for. But
Sleeping on couches. That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I'm just a
sleeping on couches and every once in a while just saving your general life.
Yeah.
yeah, every once in a while. But let's see. I'm trying to think what's been going on. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you. And tell everybody else too.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
hey guys. We had a hole in our ceiling.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Where? Here?
You
It was
see
right
like
there.
that weird kind of like
Discoloration.
discoloration in the ceiling.
Yes.
That is from. I'll let you
Did you
explain
repaint
because it's
it?
from you.
Yeah.
You do.
So we came back up here for the Georgia Tech game.
Yeah.
Me and a bunch of my family and
Mhm.
like cousins and stuff. And I came back here because I was like, I'm not gonna wear like a lot of these summer clothes right now. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of it out now. While my parents were here, just kind of throw it in the car. So I would have to take less back when I left. And so everybody's like, okay, we'll just take a bathroom break here. So everybody's going in my bathroom, and 2 people go. And after the second person, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. So I immediately go in there and step in a puddle, and I'm like, did you not notice the puddle? And the toilet is like overflowing, and nobody had gone number 2. Okay, there was no So I don't know how it got clogged per se, because there was nothing but liquid. But it I went in, and my cousin's boyfriend was in there too, and we were like, oh crap, like he's a handyman. So I was like, what do we do? He was like, pull the red knob, and I did, and it went all over the floor, and like completely soaked the floor. We grabbed
Did I
towels
say
and
red?
stuff
I
and
meant
threw it.
other red.
Yeah, other red.
Were you here?
So
I wasn't here for this. I was watching.
he had just
Dang.
left the
I
house, like literally just left.
You missed the party, man.
He did miss
The
the party,
poop
and then
party.
he walked back in, and so it had seeped through the ceiling. And my cousin is sitting down here, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's leaking! Oh my god, I hear it! Oh my god!" Like everybody's like giving us updates.
Oh my god.
So it starts to leak from the ceiling, and my dad, I was like, "Go get my dad," and he comes in, and he goes,
Well.
and I walked down the stairs and saw him. He's standing there. He's like, so he runs in there and grabs the trash can, takes the trash bag out, and puts the trash can right here. Grabs some like drawers out of the fridge that were empty, and puts them all right here, catching the water. And he takes his key and pokes a hole in the bubble that was forming in the ceiling.
That's what you're
So
not supposed to do, right?
No, well, actually, it did a lot. It did better
numbers.
because
good.
all of it went into the trash can because it
Good.
siphoned into the hole that he poked. So that worked out pretty well.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and it was pretty smart. But I wouldn't have known to do that. But I didn't know it was clogged, or I wouldn't have pulled the lever that flushed it again. I didn't know what was going on. But anyway, yeah, we had a hole in the ceiling.
That's a funny story.
Yeah.
I came back after I got back from a movie that I watched, and I just come back. I think I called you because you had texted me about like, oh yeah, my toilet overflowed or something, and I was like, dang, I'm sorry to hear that. And then I come back inside, and there's just like a trash can and like ceiling tiles are on the floor, and I'm like,
Oh.
oh, the toilet flooded.
I think the best part about that is that the guy who came in here and fixed it, he came in like 2 days later. He brought in, Kason sent me a picture of it. I was back at home. He brought in like, you know the wavy guy at the car thing?
Yeah.
Like the fan? That's what we got. We got one of those fans. It was facing the ceiling.
Nice.
Drying out the ceiling. And I was like, okay, cool. He cleaned up a little bit. And I was like, where did he dump all the stuff? He dumped the water with the ceiling residue in it. He dumped it in the sink.
Oh, bruh.
So the sink was all nasty, and I had to clean out the sink, and there's still like stuff that like I can't get off like around the sink. So
Nice.
That's our fault whenever our
Nice.
lease expires, I guess.
Maybe
Thanks,
they
pal.
won't find out. Well.
Dang, we're
we
really...
just
we told
we
our
just
You
doxed
just told the
ourselves.
whole world.
Yeah,
Dang it.
the whole world.
It's
But,
okay.
yeah. Have you had any other maintenance issues besides your
Dude,
your-
actually, it's funny you were talking about that. I was in my room one day, and the way my apartment's set up is like it's kind of like this. Like you have the bedrooms upstairs, and then like the downstairs is like the kitchen, and there's a half bath downstairs. But like, the shower is like above the half bath, kind of. And behind that, there's like another door that I cannot get into. Like I don't have a key that gets into it,
Still?
and and like I think that's where like the water tank is or whatever.
Oh.
So I'm like sitting in my room one day and I hear like banging on the door downstairs and I was like, what the heck? That's weird. And I was like, I'm not going to answer that. So I'm still sitting in my room. I had like my AirPods in. I was studying. And then I hear like the door open and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, maybe my roommate's home. And I had a call from like one of my friends who was like, come over. It was Gage. Gage was like, you need to come over and hang out for a little bit. And I was like, okay. So I got myself together and I walked downstairs and there was just this man just standing there in my apartment. And he was like, maintenance. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was so strange because I was like, I didn't know like how to like what to do. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't have anything to fight with. Did I tell you I hurt my knee this semester? That's another story. I was injured and like still kind of limping, wearing my knee brace, and I was like, I cannot fight this man. I was like this random big old dude. Anyway, he was there to like fix this leak that we had, and he like showed me there was like water all over the floor from like the shower. I just got in the shower, yeah, and I was like, okay, well, how did you find out about the leak? One, because my roommate's not home. He was, yeah. So I'm wondering if somebody below me like called and there was like another similar situation or what. But that's it. Like he came and fixed it, and I never saw it again. But it just kind of freaked me out the way it was handled. My apartment complex is getting torn down. They're building new housing over there. So
Okay.
Where are you living at?
like next year,
No.
or like now,
Currently.
River Mill. It's like right behind the stadium.
I have another friend who lives there.
Really?
Yeah, because lives there.
Nice.
Shut up.
Yeah,
I didn't ask
I've been over there.
Yeah.
Those are some cool
He's by
places.
himself.
They're okay. I mean, there's like no overhead lighting, but I mean, it's a place to stay. It's my first semester here, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Very, very good location though.
Yeah, I walk to class. It's
Yeah,
pretty
we don't.
convenient. yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
We don't do that.
10-minute drive over here.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half walk if we tried to walk it.
Oh.
Yeah, so we don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
We were trying to catch the bus for a while. Oh man, is this the time for me to tell the story?
Oh my god, yeah, we can.
Actually, I don't know if I want to tell that story. I might tell you the story later.
Okay.
What story?
The mishap with some. Oh, I can't read.
You can't read, Connor? How are
Oh
you?
my god!
What happened?
Should I say that? Should I dox myself on the podcast?
I mean, it'll be pretty funny.
That would make for. I don't know if I should do that.
It'd be pretty funny.
Have I told you the story? Oh man.
No,
Okay.
man.
If not,
Not
I can
here.
just actually
I've
take
not
it
heard
out or
about this
whatever.
one.
Okay.
It's totally fine.
All right. So, did I tell you that I got a super speeder?
Recently?
This is way better.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I thought it was something different. I don't know.
Should I tell the story?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I want to hear it now.
Okay. So,
Kaysen thinks it's funny.
all right.
Oh my god.
So I got a super speeder like in March. It was like one of the worst days like of my life, and that
and
just
also,
topped it off.
totally
Hey.
like wasn't your fault because like
Well, I definitely-
everybody speeds down that road, and B, I guess I just had to make an example out of you
Yeah.
for just some dumb reason.
Well,
which was ridiculous.
young kid, white car with stripes, going too fast.
Yeah,
UGA sticker on the back of his car.
they started.
Yeah,
they rubbed his little
wanted-
hands together
yeah.
and said, "This is the one."
Yeah, State Patrol had to get the quota. So I'm driving home, or I'm driving back to Athens. We had just gotten off of our spring break trip, and I'm set the scene for you. It's in Scottsboro, which is right outside of Milledgeville, closer to our house, or like to Dublin, and there's a red light at a hill. The hill goes down, so it goes from 65 to 55 after the red light, which is down the hill. So
Yeah,
you're
you couldn't.
you're
Yeah, no
automatically
hope
going
for you.
65. There was a dude in front of me that was going like sporadically driving in some like crummy little red van. So me and two Tonka trucks go around this guy, and I'm at the back of the pack, right?
Yeah.
State Patrol clocks me 26 over, so I got like the
Oh, buddy.
not the max super speeder, but almost the max.
Yeah.
So I was like, crap, I'm gonna have to pay so much money for this. I did have to pay a lot of money for it.
How much?
In total, after everything, it was like $650.
That's horrible.
It was like $300 to the county, $250 to the state, and then I had to pay $100 for something else I'm going to tell you about.
What'd
which
you
is where
do?
the story gets interesting. So when we got the ticket, I told my parents, I was like, I don't know, I've never gotten a ticket for it. I don't know how this works for you guys, but I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm going to pay for it all. And they didn't argue because I guess they were going to tell me to do that anyway. But I paid it immediately online when I got back to Athens. And I don't think anything of it. I come home in in April, and they had sent me another thing. The city had sent me a thing in the mail. So I went to the post office to pick it up, and I looked at it, and it was like, your license will be suspended if. And I was like, oh my god, what is going on?
Wow.
So I'm reading it, and the way it was phrased was like, it gave like 4 different options. So I went ahead and read the first option. It was like, pay this money. I was like, okay. And I let my parents read it, and they're like, okay, guess you got to pay $250 more. So I did that.
Jesus.
And I just carried on with my merry old life for the next 5 months.
It was the
Little
wrong
did I
time.
know, on April 18th of 2022,
Did you have court or something that you
they
missed?
had suspended my license because I had 4 points on it.
Oh no.
They didn't give me an option to go to court. They didn't. I paid the money.
Yeah.
The ticket was phrased in a way that it made it look like I didn't have to do all 4 of those things. The
Yeah.
4th option was your license gets suspended. Turns out it wasn't an option.
Nice.
It was just a statement. But my parents were like, so we didn't find out until my dad went to go. He went to go renew my license and put it because we moved recently, or like we moved in January and he needed to change my
Update Sean's
address.
address.
Yeah, so he's changing the address and he's like, son, you're not gonna believe this.
Just didn't know where.
He's like, you're my super spirit. I was like,
Oh
so
no.
they had put the 4 points on my license and I didn't know, and I had been driving everywhere that
Yeah.
weekend. There was a lot of stuff going on, like life-wise, that weekend. So I drove 37 hours in like a week.
Wow.
Yeah. I was doing a lot of driving.
Dude, if
back
you would have
and
been
forth
pulled
doing
over, you
stuff.
would have been screwed. Yeah.
Like,
I've driven across the entire state in that
During
amount of
that
time.
time, yeah.
I drove to St. Simons, I drove to Savannah, I've driven to Atlanta plenty of times. We drove to Clayton. I almost drove in Hawaii.
it's like, how the heck did you get over there?
Yeah, I drove to Hawaii. Yeah, I did a lot of driving with not knowing that, but it's honestly better. It was kind of a blessing that I didn't know and didn't get pulled over because it kind of let that off my shoulders because there was a lot of stuff that I needed to be driving for
Right.
over the summer. So
Yeah.
I found out October 1st, and then my license wasn't supposed to be renewed until October 8th. So I found out that I had a week to go to defensive driving school. So I had to go to defensive driving school for 2 days. It was 3 hours, and it was 2 nights for 3 hours. And I had to take a test at the end. And it was like I could have taken it like 10 years ago and made 100.
Yeah.
Like, super easy. But
Oh,
the state
yeah.
makes you go 6 hours.
Right.
Yeah. First
That
offense.
sucks. What you should have done instead of just paying it, you should have tried to go to court and been like, hey, this is the first time, and explain the situation, and then maybe you would have maybe gotten off.
Yeah.
But oh
well,
well.
I thought if I just paid the money that I would be chilling.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
apparently not.
Because I worked for an attorney last semester. He was always like, never just pay. Like, always read and see if there's anything you can do, even if it's like calling the office and seeing if you can just get it let go. Because sometimes they're just like, yeah, like if you're a nice kid, bring them your GPA or something, like your transcript, and like show them that you're like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, a little late for
Look at
that.
my GPA.
Funny story though.
Yeah.
You had a suspended license and had no idea.
Had
That's crazy.
Absolutely no idea.
That's
Never got
crazy.
an email, a message, a call, nothing about it. Like saying that was gonna happen. Like I got the ticket and like I still went back and read it. My mom had a picture of it still.
Yeah.
Still doesn't sound like it. Like without the notion that I already know that I was suspended. I still would never have known from reading it. But
Yikes.
yeah.
Funniest part about that to me is you just knock on my door. He's like, hey, is it a good time? And I was like, yeah, I wasn't really doing anything. And he just comes in and I'm like, hey, buddy, what's wrong? And he's not like freaking out about it. He just has this like quiet panic on his face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, so you remember that ticket, right? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, what about it? And they're like, I'm not even like registering what it could be. And he's like, so the state also remembers my ticket and I should not be driving like this entire time. And I was like, what do you mean you shouldn't be driving? Because like I've literally been in the car with him for like some of these rides that he's been on. And he was like, I mean, I can't be driving. And I was like, and then like I feel so bad because my first reaction was because you told me you had to go to like defensive driving and you were like, and you phrased it in such a funny way. You were like, can you please take me to defensive driving? And then
Please
the
take me to
biggest like
school.
Grinch grin grew on my face. And I was like, of course I'll take you to defensive driving, friend of mine. Like,
Oh, that's
But-
awesome.
it was so
What
funny.
sucked this day every time I don't know if you've ever been that way, but
It's
It's
like
so
down
bad
this way.
looking.
It's in between an Ollie's and a shoe department.
It doesn't say defensive driving.
It says DUI school. So in case it would drop me off Wednesday and Thursday at DUI school.
You dropped me off at rehab afterwards.
I had to go take Connor to Alcoholics Anonymous real quick.
Yeah, my
No.
AA meeting. Yeah.
Oh God. And I just dropped him off like a doting parent and just would come back and be like, so how was your class? And he'd be like, I don't want to talk about it.
That sucks. I had a speeding ticket when I was a junior in high school. I was going 12 over. My first ever ticket. I was on the way to school. I was late. Cop had no mercy. It was in Brooklyn.
Oh,
So,
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So of course my parents were like, all right, give me your keys. So couldn't drive for like 2 weeks. And then
Oh my God.
Dad was like, you're going to go to court. And so I went to court, and I didn't even see the judge. And they basically were like, just do defensive driving class and write a paper on the dangers of speeding. And then that was it. I didn't have to pay anything. But the defensive driving class was $35, and I did pay for that. And I did it online. It was like some cheesy, like, do you remember Joshua's Law?
Yeah.
It was just like that, but they made it like kind of like they were trying to make it funny. But it was so corny.
no.
It was like the corniest thing. But I mean, it was
Joshua's Law.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
But I learned.
I had to pay a lot more than that for my.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to pay $95 for my course. So
Horrible.
yeah.
I should have a ticket.
I 100% should.
Somehow
have a
all my
ticket.
friends are like worse drivers than me, but I got the ticket.
Yeah.
So.
No, if
We're
anybody
not that bad, though.
deserves a ticket, it's me. Like, because I was going maybe 20 over, trying to just get back here today from Milledgeville, and
In Milledgeville?
yeah, like I blared past the state trooper today,
Mm.
and I was like, see, yeah, exactly, right. Like,
Like, come on, man.
it's not
Not
fair.
fair.
It's not.
I got a ticket in Athens last week.
Really?
I was going to get a haircut. Or I guess it was right before Thanksgiving. Yeah, I was going to get a haircut, and it was a red light, and I had my phone out. I was looking like where the heck my haircut was going to be.
Yeah.
And the little motorcycle cop behind me like lit me up, and
Was
I
it
was
at 5 points?
yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I got you for being on your phone. He like read everything. I was like, listen, man, I'm not from here. I'm going to get a haircut. I'm late. Like, I have no idea where it is. And he was like, you just can't be on your phone. It's got to be hands free. I said, yes, sir. And
How much was the ticket?
it's $50.
not bad.
I haven't paid it yet, because I could go to court and try to but at that point I'm just like, I don't know, is it worth it?
I mean, it's $50.
It's $50.
That's
Maybe
honestly not worth the time.
I'll wait till Christmas and I'll get my Christmas money and then I'll pay it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks.
I haven't told my parents either. Not that, I mean, they wouldn't care. It's like I pay my car insurance too. That's the other thing. Like, I'm worried if it might go up if I just pay it.
Right.
Probably not telling
No,
them
I wouldn't go.
just for
Probably
one
not.
ticket, but I don't know. Yeah, that sucks.
Well, they don't know now. They will know in a week or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they watch our podcast.
When they watch our podcast, like.
fan favorite podcast.
Mom, if you're seeing this,
Household name.
I love you. How's Greek life treating you?
It's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I haven't
Yeah,
really
give us
been
some
as
stuff
involved
there.
in the last couple of weeks. I've been busy. We had a accounting test, and then we had when accounting tests come up, week done for. I'm at Connor Van's house studying for a week,
Yeah.
the whole day, every day. So we had that, and then I left at like 10 p.m. that night after the test. I drove home for Thanksgiving break, and then came back here. And then what have we been doing this week? I don't even know.
We
Oh,
went to a concert.
we
like
did.
yesterday.
we went to a concert last night.
Who?
Pretty good.
Men I Trust.
Very good. I don't know how to
Okay.
describe it.
I don't know who they are,
that's
but
exactly what you were
cool.
supposed to react as. Yeah.
Nice.
We've been trying to figure out how to describe them.
They're
It was like
a
super
jazz
chill.
band that uses rock instruments.
Oh, that's cool.
Kinda. Yeah, it's more. It was definitely a sit down concert.
Yeah.
So we sat down. We
There
did
is-
that.
It was really good though.
That's
It
nice.
was in Little 5 Points in Atlanta. Have you ever been there?
No.
Sketch.
Is it sketch? Yeah.
It's really sketch.
Little,
Just a
little
little
5
bit.
points.
Little 5 Points.
A little 5 points.
Yikes.
For real.
That's
Oh,
good though.
Like the SoundCloud rapper. Little
Yeah.
5 points.
Little 5 Points.
Little
Oh,
5 points.
there was a guy on the way back who on the back of his like souped up green Charger was his OnlyFans.
His
His
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
It was a dude driving the car.
Did you look it up?
No.
Good.
I was I was in the trunk. I didn't see it. Yeah.
Why were you in
Not
the
the
trunk?
trunk.
Yeah.
Sorry, the back
What?
of the car.
In case it was
Ah,
under
he'd
the
just
hood.
be
They
in
had
the
to fit me in the car somehow.
Yeah, we picked up a 6th on the way to the concert because we had a 6th ticket,
Mm.
but the one girl that was supposed to go with us had to drop out.
Dang.
Because she had some other stuff that was much more important than the concert.
Right.
You know about Arch Retreat? You
No.
heard of that?
Mm-mm.
It's another like Christian camp thing. Before it's like is it just for freshmen?
It's a freshman, yeah. But
Yeah.
like sophomores and juniors can be like counselors and stuff.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's pretty
she
neat.
is gonna be like the co-director. So that was a
Yeah.
little more important than going to this concert. But it was a lot of fun. That was my first ever concert.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never been to a concert either. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could see anybody in concert, who would it be?
Cage the Elephant.
Who?
Cage the Elephant.
Oh, Crazy Elephant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Number
that would be
one.
great.
They would be sick.
That would be much more exciting than Men I Trust.
Yeah.
No,
But
they were
great.
not bad though. They were really good.
There was like that was definitely like a music appreciator concert. It wasn't
Yeah.
like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like there was one song that I don't even like the song that much. I mean it's okay. It was Always Alone, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of it, there's no solo, but in the live when they played it live, he's playing on like an SG, which is like it's the red guitar with the like this almost like horns.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin played that a lot.
Oh, nice.
Like near the back half of their careers. Yeah. So he was playing that, which is a rock guitar.
Yeah.
But it was like some super jazzy solo that was never in the recording. It was so good. Me and Layson
interesting.
were doing the stank face the whole time. It was
The
awesome.
stank face?
Yes.
What's the stank face?
The stank
Oh.
face. Yeah, that's the stank face. Yeah. It was so cool. Oh,
You gotta really like ride it out. So you gotta be like,
yeah. That's exactly what we were doing. It was so
that's
cool.
awesome.
We
That's
were getting
awesome.
so mad. There was this one dude that was in front of
oh my
us.
god, his head
It
was like,
Yeah, he was bobbing back and
Bobbing
forth.
back and
His
forth.
girlfriend was right next to him, so he was like this. He'd be like talking to her like this, and then he would stand back up. And he was playing with some piece of paper, and it was like him, a girl, and then the lady sitting in front of me. So he was doing like this, and he folded it like to the side. It went. This lady on the side of the head. She went and turned to look at him. She went.
and she just gave him like a death stare.
She literally stared him down like so hardcore. And he was like, "I'm so sorry." Like he was like so like
Oh
he
my
was afraid
gosh.
of his
I
life.
bet people watching at concerts is something else, dude.
There was another guy behind us that was like belligerently drunk.
He was like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, man, I trust, but it was not that kind of concert like at all.
If
Like,
you listen to their music, which you should, you might like it. But if you listen to their music, it's not something that you're like
Intense
singing
about.
your heart out for.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like that. So
And there was
Cool.
also these guys kind of closer to like, we sat like in a balcony kind of area,
Yeah.
and they were like closer to the front of the balcony and like kind of on the railing, and they were just like thrashing their heads back and forth, and I was like, I did not know.
this is jazz.
This is jazz.
You like jazz?
I'm like, I don't know. Who
they
these
really,
listen.
really like jazz.
They
Boy,
really
jazz,
love
very
jazz.
much.
I love jazz. I've been listening to Christmas jazz recently, actually.
That's
like,
valid.
okay, so I studied two different things.
Christmas jazz
And Minecraft music.
C418.
Dude, it's my number
hilarious.
one album on Apple. I don't have Spotify, so don't slander me for that. Number
No, I don't
one.
use Spotify.
I use
Okay.
Apple Music. So
Yeah, okay, sweet.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's my number one listen to album this whole year.
That's going up on screen right now.
C14. It's volume alpha. It's not the other, it's volume alpha. Hang on.
Like
Let me
the
pull it up.
original.
Yeah.
Dude, wow,
I
that is.
love that track, man.
That's
It makes me like want to cry sometimes, actually.
It is pretty emotional.
It's
That
But like,
makes me-
think about it. It makes
It's
you
nostalgic,
focus.
yeah.
So
I have
Yeah,
a
why
hard
do you
time
think
focusing on music.
you pass so much time in the game? It's because the music is just like kind of there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I like more stuff like that. Like I don't like the big music themes in games and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Like Breath of the Wild, that kind of stuff. It's like super.
This
low.
one.
Yeah, they didn't have anything.
this one,
Yes.
yes,
That's the one.
it. Yeah, that's the one.
Subwoofer
That's like the-
Lullaby, my anthem.
There you go.
It's great.
God.
What else? How's Greek life been treating you?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, you know, we got suspended halfway through pledgeship, so that was tough.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I mean, it
cool.
happened. No, it happened. UGA took us off like the Greek Life website, but our suspensions lifted on January 1.
Cool.
Student Affairs and Nationals came down and helped us out and
Wow.
talked to like Student Affairs. We were allowed to have like one in-person meeting and then have initiation. So we had our chapter meeting where we discussed like all the details of our suspension, and basically we're like on probation next semester, and for like a full year, which is fine. We're just glad to be back. It was a little bump in the road. Initiation was great. It was like probably the best night of the whole semester.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so much fun. But yeah, it's been fun. I started dating Madison, so I've been going to like her date nights, which has been a good void since our date
Yeah.
nights have been not happening.
She's
So,
an Alpha Phi, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
Alpha Phi.
Cool.
She's great. But yeah, it's been fun. I miss it. I'm ready to be back. We had another chapter meeting last Monday. I was actually elected the VP of recruitment.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I'll
That's
do,
awesome.
yeah, Russian kids in the spring and
There
the
you
summer.
go.
So I'm excited for that. We have a chapter again tomorrow where they actually do like elections. I ran uncontested. They did nominations last week.
Okay.
So I basically already have the position, but
Yeah, cool.
yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited.
I'm running for scholarship chair right now.
Really?
Like, I'm not running for it, but I put in an application, and it's under treasurer, so we'll see if that happens or not. But
Nice.
he kept texting me asking if I was going to apply. But it's like a newer position, so there was not a whole lot of people that got nominated for it,
Yeah.
but somebody put my name on the list, so
Oh, there
I
you
did
go.
it. But
There you
we'll
go.
see if I get it.
That's cool.
Good luck.
I just have to pester parents for money
Yeah. Yeah.
and try to not be annoying.
Hey,
Please.
donate
Mom,
to
please give
Connor
me money.
Streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's
so-
Greek life treating you, Casey?
Well, I love being a geed.
I actually have not heard that term this semester. Geed or is it Geed? I don't know what.
Geed? I don't know, but I'm one of them.
Hey man.
Whatever they are.
Whatever they are, it's nice. It's cool. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have found like kind of like a brothership with some people that I hang out with outside of like you.
You said on the podcast the other day. I was like, I've never been to a 21st before, and he was like, well, I've never been 21. I was like, you're not my only friend. Like, thanks
That's
a lot,
funny.
man.
Oh man, yeah, but it's been nice and awesome. Like Cohen, I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
he's really cool. Thomas, who we live with, is also really cool, and just so many other people. Like the fellowship that I have at like RUF and stuff like that is, I treasure it. It's pretty good.
That's good that you found a community somewhere besides that. Because I definitely didn't have that my freshman year. But I guess that's kind of like what.
Well, it was different because like COVID was very weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, I'm gonna spend my whole rush budget on one singular monkey. And
Athens Church did that on a camel.
Are you what? What?
They rented a camel.
that's awesome.
That's really
I'm
cool.
not kidding. Athens Church.
How do you rent a camel?
How do you go about
Does that
that?
camel have rights? Like
No, you
That's
signed them
terrible.
away.
camel rights? Come on.
Anyway, I started at Reinhardt. I played football for a semester. I was waking up at 5 a.m. for morning workouts
Dude, that's
3 days a
insane.
week. I was redshirted, so I was not dressing out and playing. Yeah, and so I was here every weekend visiting friends, and I was like, okay, I love
I just
Georgia.
want to go here.
Yeah. So after the season ended, I moved back home, and I worked full time, did all my school online at Georgia Southern, so I can get all like my credit hours and then transfer here.
That's
So.
Genius.
Yep.
And it worked.
It did.
Glad
That's
to-
hardworking
we're glad
man
to have
right
you
there.
here.
Thank you. Thanks for the welcome.
It was.
I love
it was
it
a long
here.
journey, but you made it.
Yes, I agree.
Here.
I'm here for good.
Mm.
I think if I tried to transfer again, my parents would probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull you out of school. All
Yep.
right, kid. Slow
You're,
down.
you're done.
You're down. You're down. Make up your dang mind.
you're a year older than me and Connor, though,
I am,
right?
yeah.
He's
So
almost
you've
2
been-
years older than me.
Yeah.
Oh
which is
wow.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, he did just turn
He
21.
did turn 21. I'm still a measly 19.
That is
Yeah.
weird to think about, but
It is weird to think about, but we've never thought about it.
yeah,
so,
no, it is. When you think about it, it is weird. But like, whatever.
yeah.
You know what,
We've known each other for so long now, it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
what was it? Did y'all meet in like high school or was it before then?
Way before.
Like, you were in 4th grade and I was in 3rd grade.
Oh
right?
wow,
This-
this
yeah.
goes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't hang out, though, until, like, middle school.
Yeah.
Really. We hung out a few times in elementary school, but that was, like, when we didn't see each other except on, like, the wild occasion that you showed up in like, Sunday school.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, Casey, this is Sunday school. Oh my god.
I would
Oh,
go to
Sunday
Sunday school and be
school.
like, is Casey going to be here? And like, nope, okay.
Oh.
Normal day. I'm going to go sit with Ben.
Sunday
We talk about
school.
Skylanders.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
y'all played Skylanders?
Dude,
I
was
love
all about it as a
Skylanders.
kid, man.
Did you play Disney Infinity too?
I did, but I wasn't as big into that.
Ah.
I had a friend when I was homeschooled. I had a friend that he had like every single character for the first one, and they would like just chunk them in a bucket, and then every day I would go back, a limb would be off of
Yeah.
somebody.
Oh, no.
There
Yeah.
would be something gone.
Mr. Incredible, no!
We still have all of ours. Me and my little brother had like almost every Christmas. That's all we wanted. And those little figures are like $15 a piece. There's
It's
no,
they were
messed
Santa
up.
Claus was dropping a bag on them characters.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I had a bunch of. I was more definitely more into the Skylanders. But I had a bunch, probably like. What was the third one? Where you could take the bodies off or whatever and switch them around.
Swappers,
Yeah.
whatever. Swippers? That's not a word.
Swap. There's something
Swap Force.
That's the one.
How did I know
Hey.
that?
I wonder how
That's another one of those things
Skylanders
that
are
you hate on
doing.
me for liking. Jason has a thing where he hates things that I like The Simpsons and
I'm gonna get to that. No,
Transformers.
Let me say, no, I don't dislike Transformers. All right, Transformers is all right at best. But what I do dislike,
I don't like Transformers.
they came out with. That's fair. They came out with a trailer recently for The Rise of the Beasts or whatever, and I was like, this looks like a
7.
cool movie. It's like a robot gorilla or something, and I'm like,
Ooh,
yeah, what's his name? Tell me his name.
I don't know. Is it Godzilla?
it could be better.
It's a winner, but like,
Better than what I got.
What is it?
He's the
just
leader
think
of
of a name that is already like in Transformers.
any name, first name.
Any
pops in
name,
your-
first name Transformers. What do you
I
think of?
don't know.
Oh man,
Optimus Prime is. Do you think you remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Optimus Primal is his name. See, he had the exact same reaction I did.
The
I feel
creativity there.
vindicated now.
Yeah. They couldn't even rename. That shows
That
from the 90s.
sucks.
Yeah, see? I really told Connor that. He's like, man, why are you hating on Optimus Primal like that? And I'm like, he's a gorilla, Connor. Like,
Have you seen the TikTok where it's the guy is like, oh, he's Optimum Prime.
Optimus Prime.
I'm not. That's hilarious.
That video is so old, but he had it on point. He didn't even know what he was talking about.
There's
But he got it
also Cheetor and what's the other
right. It's
one?
a rhino.
Rhinox.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Thank you.
Not a fan.
I just looked at you like, yeah.
It's like it's
Yeah,
kind of
see?
like the Jurassic Park series. Like it's been done so many times. That, like how much more can they do?
What
Yeah.
other dinosaur can they invent for this movie?
I mean, it's
What
the
other
same thing
stupid
every
thing?
time.
Yeah. That have you seen the new one? The newest one?
No,
It's bad.
it's
What's
because
the
Jurassic
one
World was
where they
mid,
brought back
and so
like the OG guys, right? How do you
That was the movie. They brought back the old guys,
and that was it.
and there was another big dinosaur that got out. Is your thing moving around too?
no, I'm touching it
Okay.
too much. Sorry. Hey, baby.
So there was like no plot to that movie at all.
There wasn't.
Yeah. And have you seen any of the new ones at all?
The new Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
No, I watched Jurassic World. I think that was the last one I saw, and I
Okay.
was
Yeah.
kind of disappointed.
Jurassic
So
World was the last one I had seen as well.
So the second one that they made, there was a clone of they were like working on like cloning like with DNA and stuff. The lady who came up with the whole cloning thing, I think is who it was. She died, and her grandpa or her dad was raising this girl who thought that was her daughter, but she's
Yeah.
actually a clone of his
What?
daughter, of
This
the
is
old
a movie
guy's
about
daughter.
dinosaurs.
Yeah. So then when Chris Pratt
Come on.
when they move off, they move to the middle of nowhere in like Montana or Wisconsin. Or
Also,
something crazy.
dinosaurs escape into the real world,
They did,
right?
They
Yeah.
did do that.
oh, thank God, finally.
Yeah, they finally did what they said they would never do and let them free. But anyway, the
Walking
clone
Dead, the
grows up.
dinosaurs.
She like grows
everywhere.
up as
Is she
a regular
hot?
kid, and then she finds out that she's actually a clone of what she thought was her mother.
Dang,
Because she sees a picture of her mother, and it looks exactly like her.
that is so strange.
It's not even just like,
I-
oh, that's kind of like you get that from your mother. It's like, no,
I mean,
your mother.
yeah.
It's like literally.
Your sister looks a lot like your mom.
Yeah, but she's not my mom.
Yeah, I know.
That's exactly what the movie is.
The last movie I saw in
Yeah,
theaters
my
was
sister's not my mom.
Right.
yikes.
That's
God.
literally what happened.
No, last movie I saw in theaters was Smile. Have y'all
How
seen
was
Smile?
that?
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was actually like very well done.
Are you
Like,
a horror movie guy?
I love horror movies.
Dude,
Yeah.
thank God. Finally, another horror movie.
Yes.
Which, they're good. Some of them are really good.
Are you scared?
I'm not a
scared.
hater of horror
He's
movies.
I know,
scared.
He's scared. but,
Scared.
Like, what was the last horror movie you watched?
We just watched Mandela
Oh,
Catalog.
Mandela Catalog. That's not a movie though. That's like
Yeah,
that's scarier.
Yeah.
So you actually do have a leg up. So
The
you're
last
fine.
horror movie I watched was probably whatever you watched last, because it was probably like at a get together.
Did we?
We watched.
We watched Get Out.
Out, yeah.
Get Out.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Get Out
good.
is
That
a
one was
good
good.
one.
Good.
It wasn't really that scary.
No,
it was just
it
kind
wasn't.
of
More like intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just super intense.
Did you ever see the newer one? Because Jordan Peele's made 3.
No.
the
He
one
made,
with the alien?
He made Us. He made Get Out.
And
Yeah, that's the one.
Nope.
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 That's the name of it.
Supposedly really good, but people didn't understand it apparently.
Really?
Yeah, because the alien is like something straight out of Evangelion. So
Huh.
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that would be. I wanted to see that really bad, but then it was too late.
Yeah.
I've been really bad ever since COVID. Like, I just
Same.
don't go to the movies.
Same.
Yeah, that's
anymore.
like it's been like I have to hardwire myself to be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
the movies are a
Mm.
thing again.
And then, like, in high school, we would just be like, okay, weekend, I study for an hour for every test I have coming up. Okay, I'm
Let's
going to
go.
the movies now.
Yeah.
Like, it was just easy. But now you can't do that anymore.
Dude, the Statesboro Theater was something else. It was so gross.
Double
Oh.
Theater was like that, too.
Was it?
Double
Yeah,
Theater
we
is
pretty
How do
much
we
come
can
from the same
relate?
town.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
remember.
yeah. Just different. What is it? Different brands.
Yeah.
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 Same place, different font. Like
Yeah.
Different font, for sure.
States-
How
Statesboro
was
is something.
Smile though? Like was it?
I liked it. It was just enough. Like the jump scares were like not expected, and the twist at the end was also very good. But I'm not gonna say what it is, so you can go see it.
There you go.
But
Everybody goes see that movie.
Go
It's
see
yeah,
still a
Smile,
theater.
the actress, I forget her name. She did an amazing job. Like an amazing job. She did so good.
And she's not like a. Is she like a newer actress?
Yeah, yeah. Like she's not well known.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I went and saw it. Actually, I think I took Madison. I did, and we went to the little Beechwood Theater, like right
Yeah,
behind.
Beechwood's hype. Beechwood
yeah,
is a good
yeah.
theater.
Yeah.
It was kind of sketch. I was like, where am I going? But it was.
Yeah.
It's kind of tucked away, but it's nice.
It is kind of hidden.
Yeah.
We went to see the new Black Panther at the one
Oof.
next to Best Buy. That was good.
Wakanda.
It was definitely like, I'm not usually one for like, you can tell that they're trying to push something politically like with like lady power, but this one was all the main actors were girls. But it didn't feel like they were trying to force it on anybody. Like
Yeah.
they were just naturally like powerful and like they were good.
That's
These
good.
Really good characters.
Yeah.
And they had already been like, it was already like foreshadowed that they would kind of take up the role in the last Black Panther
Mm-hmm.
and in a lot of the other stuff. So it really didn't feel forced at all.
Oh, that's
So it was
good.
really
That's
well
good.
done.
I like Black Panther. That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. We almost watched it again the other day. Me and the twins and Leah and Madison were hanging out, and they were like, "Let's watch Black Panther." Madison suggested that. I was like, "What? Okay, that's so we started watching that, and then Leah takes the controller, and because we were watching on Xbox, and do you know what movie she puts on?
Legally Blonde.
No,
Was that a good guess?
Shrek.
it's no. Think again.
Is it something to do with romance?
Kinda.
Is it something to do with genre is comedy?
No. Yes.
Okay.
It's not a rom com though. It's like it's probably the most Leah thing you could think of.
Is it a Hallmark movie?
No, you're beating around the
Hallmark.
bush.
Am I beating around the bush?
It's a Disney movie.
Oh,
It's
Frozen?
a Disney original, like Disney Channel original.
Disney
Yeah,
Channel.
High School Musical?
No,
Lemonade
you're getting
Mouth.
closer.
Oh
No.
my
Camp
god,
Rock.
what is it? Camp Rock.
You're getting closer.
he
It's
said
that
Camp
same
Rock.
It's that same era.
Oh my god, Sky High?
No.
Oh, I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's about one of the TV shows.
The Good Luck Charlie movie.
No.
Is it
Oh,
Hannah
okay.
Montana the movie?
Yes.
Ah.
God, you're saying that's the
Own
same
that.
thing.
Yes. See, that's why I
Sorry,
couldn't
Zay.
get it.
That's Zay's thing. Oh.
Yeah, I should have.
Man.
Yeah, I should have said that Zay was definitely.
You
had
get the
something.
limo out.
That's it. Yeah, that was. It was actually a good movie. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
With the little
That
horse.
movie
Isn't
is
there a horse?
okay.
There's a horse in it.
There is a horse in it.
Yeah.
Blue jeans.
His name is Blue Jeans.
They literally said
There's a
they were-
horse in the movie.
The girls were quoting it the whole time. Or Leah mostly was quoting it, and she was like,
She
was
turned off Black Panther and said, "No,
Like, we didn't even really start Black Panther. We
we're doing Hannah Montana."
we just didn't argue.
Did you ever crush on Miley Cyrus? And
When I was
Hannah
growing up,
Montana?
no, actually, I
No.
didn't.
I did.
For her.
You did.
Yeah.
I was not a Miley Cyrus guy. I was not
Yeah,
into.
no.
Then she went unhinged. Yeah.
And
But
then I
then she
felt
came back.
vindicated, and I was like,
Yes. See,
she's
I was
crazy.
right. You were wrong.
Have you seen the show called Black Mirror?
"She's
No.
in it, right?" Yeah.
There's a new episode in the last season that she is in, and
No
she wrote
way.
a song for it, and it's actually kind of creative because it talks, or like the way it's done is it, like she like goes into this coma that's induced by her aunt, her evil aunt. She like poisons her and makes her like go into a coma, and so
Okay.
like, but they're like using her brain waves to write music for her, and like
God.
generate this pop image that she doesn't want to be a part of anymore. She wants to be like a rock star and play like heavy metal. So yeah, so it's
Very
like
Miley
it's
Cyrus.
It's like
very Miley
Harry,
Cyrus.
it's like
Yeah,
Hannah Montana. I said
It's
Harry
good.
Montana.
Harry Montana.
Harry.
That would,
Harry
that would be
Potter,
the band
yeah.
version.
Harry Potter, Hannah Montana crossover.
Yes.
Good.
I'm gonna somehow Photoshop Hannah Montana with a wand.
The glasses and the scar.
Yeah. And make that the thumbnail.
You get the
my
Horcrux out from it.
Have you seen all the Harry Potter movies?
I have.
I have not seen.
I've
the
not
last
seen.
3.
Okay, I haven't seen
Connor.
Fantastic Beasts. All of them.
Those are doo doo.
Those are dude.
I saw the first Fantastic Beasts, not the second.
I saw the first one.
Yeah.
too.
There's
I haven't
3
seen the
now.
second one,
Are
The
there?
third one doesn't have
See,
Johnny
exactly.
Depp in it.
though. Exactly.
So, because
Let's
Johnny
see.
Depp was the villain in the second one. What was his name?
Interesting.
Grindelwald.
Yep, that was him. Yep.
Because it was
So-
the
Isn't that
title of the movie.
Dumbledore's brother?
Dumbledore's gay lover. How was Thanksgiving for you?
It was good.
That's
I
good.
went home. I hadn't been home at all this semester.
Not
so
once?
That was, I went through home on the way back from Frat Beach
Okay.
and like stayed, but my parents weren't there. It was
Oh,
just my
no.
brother. So when I got home, it was nice to see my mom. But
Yeah.
my parents have been up like 3 or 4 times, so it's like
Okay.
I haven't gone without them. But it was good. I miss my dog a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What kind of dog do you have?
German Shepherd.
Oh,
His name's Rocky.
he's nah. That's my kind of dog.
You want him?
Ah,
That sucks. He's mine.
I know.
That's
I'll show
too
you
bad.
a picture though.
Dude.
Maybe you can pet him. Maybe.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
I love big dogs though.
He's so big, but he thinks he's so small. He's got so much energy. I missed him. Got to see I played golf with my little brother. That was fun. Been trying to get into golf recently, but it is hard.
It is very
It
hard.
is also expensive, and Jonah is broke. So
I could never get into golf. My dad tried to get into it once, and
Yeah.
he's so bad. And like the twins, their dad tried to do it. He did lessons for like years. I don't know how many years, but he said he got worse. So
wow.
he spent so much money on it.
Golf is just so. I took golf lessons for maybe 3 years.
You took golf lessons?
Yeah, I did. I don't know how I've never told you that, but
No,
like,
I didn't
That's
know
exciting.
yeah, this is before we really like hung out. But like, I took golf lessons, and then I got a life, and
Well, my little brother plays a lot. He's doing some kind of national competition right now. He's competing today.
you're either good at golf
Yeah,
or you have
you're
no
not.
chance
Yeah.
at being good at golf. Like,
Yeah.
there's no in between.
You gotta be out there every day, and he does that. Anyway, it was
I'm not
good.
that
Thanksgiving
good.
was good. I got all you can eat crab legs on Friday afterwards because my mom worked all day during Thanksgiving, so she could have Christmas
no.
off.
Oh man.
So my dad took us.
yeah,
That's
how my dad does
Right
it.
off, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, Dad took us. There's a seafood buffet in Swainsboro. It's all you can eat crab legs for $40. Yeah.
That's
So
the
yeah,
move.
I had like 4 plates. It was amazing. And then I came here for tech. How was your Thanksgiving?
Dude, it was good. We just had
That's
like
good.
a little get together at our house. We just had like it was just my family and then my grandpa, and
Nice.
it was nice. It was just a nice little nuclear Thanksgiving, and
Nice.
my mom made a cake, which
Okay.
she has not done. So it was interesting, but it was really
Ever?
good. Yeah, no, she doesn't really bake a whole lot, but like she made a cake and it was great.
What
So,
flavor?
Cool.
It was just a pound cake.
Yum.
Dude,
That's
it
a
was
solid
great.
choice.
Yum.
It was awesome.
My mom also made a pound cake for Thanksgiving.
Oh wow.
We cooked a lot of stuff this year. We had some family come up and stay with us too. That actually came to the game.
Oh, fun.
And that was cool because we've never really had people stay this year because this is the first year we've been in the new house, and we actually have room to keep a lot of people now.
It's a pretty big house.
It's got enough rooms now. That's what we needed. So they stayed and we went to.
It's like yeah, it's a big house.
Yeah, it's big. It's huge.
That's a big house.
I did my best to avoid that.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad you have a big house.
Thanks, guys.
Can I come?
Yes, you can come to my
Okay,
house.
thanks.
Carson's been to my house.
Really? And I haven't? That is not okay.
I feel like you were invited. You had to have been.
No.
No. Womp.
I think I probably was in Athens.
Probably.
Yeah. If it was
Yeah.
over the summer,
It was definitely over the summer.
then yeah.
That was the first time Kason and Carson had met.
Yeah, Carson's really
What
cool.
you think about Carson? I miss that guy.
Okay, my first impression of Carson was like, man, this guy's really awesome.
Yeah.
And then he talked a little bit longer.
Carson's a great guy. I
Carson's
love
awesome,
Carson.
But now I just know that, like, man, he's just like me for real. Like,
He does talk a lot.
That's my favorite thing about Carson. That he's very long-winded, but That's good though because he can carry a conversation for a long time.
Yeah,
dude. He
A
can
lot of
talk.
people cannot do that.
Yeah.
So
He
Pretty
knows how to,
admirable.
keep like engaged.
Mhm.
Like he's very good about that.
yeah,
He's very smart too.
he's a very smart kid.
He
It's very
said what his
studious,
IQ was, and that got me like.
Of course he
curious
did.
about my-
My
said-
IQ.
He said my IQ is like 120 something, and I was like, it was like a high 120. And I was like, was that even good? And I looked it up. I was like, it's pretty good.
I'm not gonna test my IQ. I don't want to know how stupid
I
I am.
checked mine. Mine is
Same.
lower than Carson.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Carson and I grew up together. We had third grade. We went through like every class together, and then he was in the band with me. He played the drums.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
know that.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Yeah, we grew up together, and then he moved to private school. We went to BA,
Mhm.
and then we kind of rekindled after UGA happened. I guess freshman year of college. That's
Okay.
when we rekindled. I started coming up and seeing Gage a lot, and then him and Carson would hang out. So
Yeah.
I would see Carson, but yeah, miss him. I haven't seen him in a while. I've been bad about not hanging out with guys outside of my fraternity because I've been so sucked into that, and I need
Yeah.
to do better.
I was bad about that too.
Yeah.
For a while, but then like after pledgeship ended, like I really haven't been involved in the fraternity that much either. I mean, I have, but we just haven't had a whole lot of like outside stuff,
Yeah,
and a lot of the like it's weird being a sophomore and everybody's a freshman.
right.
That's in
Right.
the pledge class,
Yeah.
but there was like 3 sophomores and 2
Really?
juniors. So
We had a good handful. There's like 5 or 6 of us that are sophomores,
Okay,
which is
cool.
pretty solid. But
yeah. And I like the sophomores in our pledge class, but like we just don't have a lot of the same interests, so we don't really hang out. So,
yeah,
but I've made a lot of good friends in the fraternity.
That's
in the
good.
Freshmen. Yeah, we went. A couple of us went thrifting like a couple of weeks ago and
nice.
hit some good stuff.
Where'd you go?
We went to. Have you been to Dynamite?
No.
It's like really it's hidden. It's across from Toppers.
Oh,
Yeah, it's hidden pretty.
I know where that is.
Yeah.
It's a
Topless.
dual building that's double use.
No, it's the same
It's a
building.
strip club and a thrift store.
Yeah,
I told myself I'd go there once before I graduate.
you have to
Just
go
go to Toppers.
Yeah, we should go. You want to go tonight?
See, everybody says you have to go, but I've never heard a good story from
It's
Same.
closing down, I heard.
Oh, then we have to go.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Now we
man.
gotta go.
Guys,
to
what are
the
you doing
strip
tomorrow
club, you
night?
guys.
Come on.
They're like, you gotta go once. You gotta go, and never heard a good story. So
I've
I'm not
heard
everybody.
some.
I heard a story from one of my like old high school friends who went to Toppers once in freshman year, and he said it was probably the grossest experience he's ever had in his life
Mm.
because expletive.
I was gonna say, is this appropriate? Is this PG?
Yeah, this is definitely not. But he went with some people who actually lived across me in my dorm. Like they lived in the room across from me, so it was very awkward to see him just walk out and then like, hey guys, I'm going to a strip club. Bye. And I was like,
Yikes.
okay,
alright.
thanks for that. Where's my invite? But okay. Joke.
Yeah.
But to
Joke.
clarify, that is a joke.
Just a prank, bro.
And I asked him about it the next time I saw him. I didn't see him for like 2-3 weeks after that. And then I asked him, I was like, hey, how is you? Like, I haven't seen you in a while. What all is going on? And he was like, oh yeah, last time you saw me, I went to Toppers. And I was like, oh yeah, how was that? And he was like, don't go. And I
Yeah.
was like, why not? And he said, I mean, I had no plans on going before, but now I was curious. And he said, one of my friends got basically just like this was a dude going into a strip club, and he was like, it's gross. He was like, no more.
On initiation night, some of my pledge class ended up at Toppers.
No.
Yeah. I did not. It's because initiation night we also did Big Little, and I'm
Okay.
with Nick Nilsson. You
Oh,
talked
yeah,
to Nick. Yeah,
yeah.
Nick, great guy. Love Nick if he's listening. But yeah, we kind of called it an early night. We went to like DPW, but I heard like the next morning I was scrolling through like our group chat, and some of them ended up at Toppers, and I like like the kid that wore the raccoon hat.
Scrimp?
Scrimp. Yeah, Scrimp ended up in Toppers, and he's like, kid's like 5'6", like looks like a middle schooler. I love Austin though, but I was just trying to
Son, Are
picture.
you sure you're old enough to get in here? It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, he doesn't talk like that.
That's so sad. No, I met
That's
him.
hilarious.
I met him before. I think I met him he was there the night I got my bid.
Yeah, when'd you get your bid? What night was that? I don't remember.
There
It was so
wasn't
long
anything
ago.
planned that night. I think it was just like you had said that I should go, and they were like, yeah, you should come. And I went, yeah. I told Ralph we need to get lunch one day, and then I've been so bad about doing that. I've told so many people we need to get lunch, and then I haven't.
I talked about you yesterday. I was with him. I was like, I'm going over to Connor Street's place to record a podcast. I said, do you remember him? He was like, yeah, I love that kid. How's he doing?
Dang. Yeah, now I definitely got to go get lunch with him.
You
I'll
should.
end up probably having to be next semester, but.
Yeah, we're busy, man. He's mechanical engineering, and he's got finals and stuff, but that man's the smartest man I know. Yeah.
That's tough stuff.
Yeah.
But
no thanks.
You can do it for sure. But yeah, I'm trying to
For sure.
So I started the timer late, and we're already here. So
What do you mean? How late?
Like late.
Whoa, no.
Did we
So this one's
over-record?
probably going really long, and we also said a lot of stuff that's probably gonna get cut out.
Yeah.
Yay.
It'll just be a whatever, however long podcast. Say the length now.
56 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you gonna voice over
I'm
that?
doing ADR for that.
Can we make monkey noises? How do you celebrate Monkey Monday?
Monkey Monday.
It's every Monday. You have to celebrate.
Well, I didn't know that.
I tell you Happy Monkey Monday like every Monday. I
You
swear.
don't do that.
I sure do.
It must get blocked.
I believe him.
Believe me,
Sensitive content. CUI.
See why this content
I feel
is
like
false.
some people need a warning before I send them a Snapchat.
Gives me the CDC link. Like, see why this
God.
information is wrong.
This information is a cognitive hazard.
Dear God.
Man.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah, well, thanks for.
Yeah,
joining
thanks
us.
for
it's
having
been
me, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a blast.
Good to have you. But yeah, I think this is gonna be it for Occasion Vacation.
The incredibly incriminating vacation.
Incriminating.
Incriminating occasion.
Jonah Talk.
Jonah Talk. Yeah. This is gonna be Jonah Talk. That's the
Bye.
title. Yeah, Jonah Talk.
NPC wave goodbye.